And ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the historic site of Recreation Park, Art McCaffrey Field here, the home field of Healdsburg High School, but today it plays home to the Nbl Redwood Championship game. It is the Annaley Tigers taking on the Montgomery Vikings. This is a big game for Montgomery as they are winner go home. If they win, they advance to playoffs, they qualify. If they lose, they are eliminated by way of record. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. It's a great evening here in Healdsburg, California. I am Hugo Traverso. It's going to be a beautiful day as on the mound, starting for Annaley, is Cooper Scholes. We'll look at Cooper's line here. 7-0 on the year, 152 ERA. Along with 50 2/3 innings pitched. He's had 43 strikeouts, only compared to 8 walks. So he is one heck of a player. He is looking to have another great start against Montgomery. But looking at the Montgomery starting lineup, leading off for the Vikings will be number 18, Justin Howard, followed by the man at third base, the second table setter, Ryder Deinhardt. Coleman bats third. Batting in the cleanup spot is Quam. Batting fifth is Walker. Sixth is the pitcher, Chase Russell. Seventh, Robinson. Eighth, Pedroza. And winding up the lineup is Lopez. DHing is Quam. He will bat fourth. And the flex is the catcher, Prosser. We're just about to get underway. 7:01 local time if you are tuning in from outside of the Pacific time zone, whether that be across in international waters or if you are here in America. It's a great day for baseball. Annaley comes into this game with a 15-1 league record. They are total 16-9. They started set. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, just making sure we're live here. They started 1-5, finished 16-9. They are well on their way to a playoff spot. But the big story is Montgomery. Will they make it? That is the question. And they've got some good speed leading them off. It's Justin Howard. Looking at his stats on the year, Justin Howard, he is batting .358, so good leadoff hitter. First pitch from Scholes is a fastball. First pitch time is 7:02. Here as the sun is setting in Healdsburg, California. Short porch out to left, 284 down the line to left field, 350 down the line to right, into center. Dead away center is 370, but in the deepest part of the ballpark, which is left center field, it is anywhere from 426 to 430, depending on how far you hit it and where you determine the fence is. Interesting dimensions at this century-old field as Scholes pumps in ball 2. Two-one the count. Here, thanks for joining us. It's going to be a beautiful night for baseball. Scholes, the lefty at the belt, fires, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2, the count. Annaley from Sebastopol, like I said, 15-1 on the year. Their one loss coming against Santa Rosa a few weeks ago. Scholes fires, swing and a miss. Opening game strikeout for Cooper Scholes. What a way to start for the Annaley lefty. Now Deinhardt comes to the plate. Ryder Deinhardt. Right-handed batter. Scholes into his windup. Fires and misses. Strike 1. Stands starting to pack up here at Montgomery, or here at Healdsburg, here in Healdsburg at Rec Park. Montgomery fans definitely in the majority. Here's the pitch on the outside. They are rooting for their boys. If Montgomery currently sitting at 12-13 with a loss, would be eliminated from any form of playoff contention. They need a win. They need it huge. And the pitch down the middle, line into center. Hunter Thomas over on it, and he will make the catch. So 2 down pretty quickly for the Tigers. Defensively, Annalee, very solid team. Moved down from the Oak, and rightfully so, have just dominated in the Redwood. Here's the pitch. Scholes, that one is fouled off. At the plate is now Coleman for Montgomery. Thomas Coleman. Currently batting .431 on the year in the 3 spot for Montgomery. Trying to get anything started for the Vikings. Coleman awaits the offering. Pole side hitter. Here's the windup, the pitch in there. Called strike, 0-2. Monty has not gotten the bat off their shoulder a lot early here in the first inning. Coleman awaits the 0-2. Scholes powers it in there. Lined into right, moving in on it is the right fielder, and he'll make the catch. So 3 up, 3 down rather quickly for the Tigers. We'll stay right here as we look at the Montgomery defensive starters. As I mentioned, Chase Russell is on the mound for the Vikings. Russell, 30 innings pitched, 29 hits, 26 runs, 17 of those earned, 34 strikeouts, 8 walks, an opposing batting average of .234, and he currently holds an ERA of .397. So here at Healdsburg Recreation Park, we'll look at Annalee's starting lineup. Leading off is Emerson Johnston. He's followed by Sonny Quatanens, followed by Hunter Thomas. And then it is in the cleanup spot, Wes Bush playing first. Rinker bats 5th, O'Brien 6th, Heath 7th, Ibsen, the lethal catcher towards the bottom of the order, batting 8th. And finally, Navarro DHs for the pitcher Scholes. So the Tigers, who have had one of the better offenses, have faced some tough opponents this year. They're looking to silence Russell, get him out of the ball game early, and have a strong first inning. We've seen strong first innings already today with the Nbl Oak Championship game, which was streamed right here. Newman had just an electric first inning over Windsor. So now the sophomore Emerson Johnston steps to the plate, lefty, leading things off. He steps in. Russell, big righty. Puts a lot of torque into his pitching. He looks in. The belt, the pitch. Called strike there, 0-1. Fastball on the outer half of the plate. Vikings wearing their very modern New Balance gray jerseys with red pinstripes. As another strike pumped in there, another fastball on the outside half of the plate. They pair that with very modern font, reading Montgomery across the chest. Red hats for the Vikings. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 1-2, tried to get him to chase. Annalee, white pants, black jerseys with red tigers across the chest and blue trim. Of course, a little ode to the now closed El Molino High School of Forestville. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, tried to spot it on the outside part of the plate, just missed on the outside, 2-2. Vikings trying to retire Annalee early. Breaking ball up high, 3-2. So Haddam 0-2 has used his three waste pitches, and Johnston has not offered. Russell deals, swing, fouled off. Pretty lethal first three for Annalee. You look at the guy at the plate, Johnston, 329. Quintanans batting 309 as Russell pitches fastball lined into center. Base hit to lead things off for Johnston and Annalee. Sonny Quintanans steps in, and following him on deck is Hunter Thomas, who's batting 489 this year. He has just been all over pitchers. One of the better players Annalee's had in recent history. Plays club for NorCal U. And Russell picks over. Not in time. Aggressive lead from Johnston, about 10 feet. Russell checks, he delivers, bunt, shown, and it goes foul. On the count, 2 outs. Annalee has a runner on first. Quintanez, the pitch, in the dirt, 1-1. No outs, runner on first. Tigers looking to power it here. Quintanez, right-handed hitter, just a little late on that fastball, fouls it off. 1-2, the count now to him. Russell, not one to give a lot of free passes. Has been pretty good so far with spotting his pitches. Leading over at first is Johnston. He's extended his lead to 12 feet. They will back pick. And he is safe. Hunter Thomas awaits on deck. You do not want him and Bush coming up with runners on. Here's the pitch. Got him! Chase Russell drops a slider low in the zone, and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher is strike 3. Hunter Thomas steps in. Powerful righty, leads the team with 3 home runs. We already saw Chase Bromstad hit 2 bombs on a University Street. Let's see if Thomas can do it. He chops one to second. There's going to be a toss to second. They got one, and Thomas beat it out at first. Second baseman makes the play to short to get one, but Thomas is there. And here we go. Bush, line drive, caught by the catcher, or by the pitcher, Russell. And it is still knotted up after 1. We go to the second, still 0-0. And we're back. Hayden Qualm leads things off, the designated hitter. Big and lanky right-handed batter will face off against Scholes. Scholes retired the Vikings in order last time out. Top of the second, still 0-0 here at Rec Park. We'll dive into the history of this matchup in just a second. As Scholes delivers, and that's a fastball hit on the ground to second. Throw on to first is in time. One down.
Second base, number 8, Lucas Walker.
And so now Lucas Walker steps to the plate. Second baseman, number 8 for Montgomery. He will be followed by Chase Russell, the pitcher. Left-handed batter. Thomas moves over to just shade off a second base to the right. He's trying to stop any drives into right field. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut through, 1-1 now. Here we go. The pitch from Scholes. Breaking ball, locates it low and in the dirt. Ball 2. Walker. Had some good years for Montgomery. Trying to come up big here and get things started. 2-1. Swing, and he lines one opposite field. Left fielder over on it in shallow left field, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now Chase Russell steps up. Right-handed hitter. Check on his stats in just a moment here. Kind of trying to get no Spencer Finkbonner for this game, ladies and gentlemen. He had to head home, but we wish him the best with his summer as Russell grounds that one to second. Throw on to first is made in time. So Scholes makes quick work of the Vikings. And Annalee gets right back up and ready. It'll be Rinker, O'Brien, and Heath when we come back. And we're back. Donnie Rinker leads off. Makes a cross in the dirt before he heads to the plate. Powerful righty, currently batting .270 on the year. 18 RBIs, 3 home runs, paired with Hunter Thomas as the co-team leader in home runs. First pitch is a fastball, just high, about shoulder high there from Russell. Russell deals, swing and a drive. That thing is going to stay in the ballpark. It kind of gets knocked down And the catch is made by the center fielder. So now Wyatt O'Brien steps up. Another righty. O'Brien batting .240 on the year. He's got a homer and 15 RBIs. Good pull hitter. He checks at that one and does go. Strike one. 0-1 here with one down. Pitch from Russell in the dirt. 1-1 now with one out. Stands filling out now. Packed in on the right side. A lot of red, a lot of blue. Decent battle here. 1-1. Swing and a foul tip. 1-2. Getting the crowd out here, you know, some Friday night baseball. Enjoy a great game in a great town and a great place. 1-2. Pitch. Breaking ball. Doesn't get the call. He dropped it right at the top of the zone. Doesn't get it. 2-2. Steps, strides, fires, popped up, gonna stay in the infield, first baseman in on it, he'll make the catch. So both teams going rather fast. It's gonna be a lefty now. Benny Heath, 311 on the year with 10 RBIs and 3 doubles. Base running wise, Heath has 5 stolen bases. Here's the pitch, and that one is outside. Ball one. 1-0 the count here. 2 outs. The pitch, breaking ball, strike one. So Russell starting to locate his pitches a little bit better. Thanks for sticking with us here. 1-1, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing, and that is popped up into left field. Over on it, and making the catch for Montgomery is Robinson. And the Vikings retire the side. So clean 2 innings, 0-0. Scholes goes back to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. 0-0 the score. Now we have Now we're back here, and we have Nate Robinson leading off. He made the catch in left field to send the Vikings back to the dugout, and we'll see if he can bring some excitement to the various Montgomery fans in attendance here. Here comes the first offering from Shoals. It's in the dirt, 1-0. On the season, Robinson batting 176 with a triple, a double, and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper fielded by the shortstop. Throw on to first in time. 1 down.
Shortstop number 24 for the Vikings, Salvador Pedroza.
Now Salvador Pedroza comes up. Pedroza batting 182 on the year in 55 at-bats. He's also got a triple, 2 doubles, and 5 RBIs. Here comes the offering to Pedroza. And a nice slider that just drops right in over the heart of the plate. Beautiful pitch from Shoals. The ace for Annalee looking to come through in the championship game for his team, and so far he has done that. Here's the pitch. Pedroza goes. Pitch in the dirt. Pedroza, righty. Big player, about 6'2". Here's the pitch. Swing, puts some power on it. Fouls it back, though. Here's the pitch. Pedroza lines one into right field, but the catch is made. Great play there by Heath to just keep it going. He stays there and kind of doesn't really have to move. He stays in stride, measures the ball, makes the play. Great play there from Heath. Now it's the bottom of the lineup. Lopez comes to the plate. A right fielder. Lefty takes ball 1 up high. Lopez waits. The belt from Shoals on the outside part of the plate, but no call. He gets a ball there, 2-0. Lopez batting .395. He is a valiant guy to have at the 9 spot as he hits that one. A chopper, it'll stay fair. The throw on to first is in time. Great play there made by the third baseman. Unfortunate there, not for the Vikings, but it's still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. So Chase Russell goes back out for his third inning of work. Vikings have gone down in order through the first part of their lineup. First time through the lineup. It is the 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Tigers. Ibsen, Navarro, and Johnston. Ibsen will lead off. He is a lethal catcher. Got a lot of Good speed, good power guy. 324 with 8 RBIs and a double this year. Here's the pitch from Russell. 1-0 is sawed off and over the leap of the shortstop. It'll get into shallow left field. And another leadoff base hit for the Tigers. Nicky Navarro steps up now. The 9-hole hitter, Ibsen, taking a large lead. He will go, pitches in the dirt, throw down to second, is in time. A gem, an absolute gem of a throw from Prosser. And he is hosed. Ibsen ahead of the tag. What a throw by Montgomery's catcher, Prosser. Steps up and with a lot of power, fires it in there. Oh my goodness, Vincent Prosser. So 1 down now. Russell able to take a little bit of the stress off against Navarro now, the DH. Annaly going with a very MLB Old National League-esque way of doing a DH, putting the DH at the bottom of the lineup as a check swing there from Navarro is fouled off. Bit of a drive from both Sebastopol and Santa Rosa for both fans. But all roads lead to Healdsburg. The 1-2, the pitch, lined on. He turned on it and it's put into left field. A great pitch. He was out in front of it and pulled it into left field. And back-to-back base hits for Annaly, despite not having the first runner on. One out, bottom of the third. He shows bunt. It is dropped down the third base sign. It's in time. The throw there was beautiful from the third baseman, Deinhardt, and moving up on the sacrifice bunt is Navarro. Ryder Deinhardt made a great play. He could have just, Ryder Deinhardt, pardon the correction there. Ryder Deinhardt made a great play there. He could have just let the ball go foul, but no, he picks it on the hop, which is hard to do here in Healdsburg. It makes a beautiful throw to first base to beat out the runner. So currently 2 outs now. Runner on second, first runner in scoring position for either team. Chase Russell looking to bear down and keep this game scoreless for his Vikings. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He did go. Strike one. Quintanas now at the plate. He struck out swinging his last time up. 0-1. Navarro at second. Here comes the pitch. Drops in there. Another breaking ball. Strike two. Chase Russell, a lot of swagger, a lot of confidence on the mound currently. Looking to hold this game at no score. Russell checks the runner. Navarro, 15-foot lead. The pitch struck him out looking. Froze him on a fastball down the middle. The cutter just allowed to drop in. And Russell hyped, heading back to the dugout. Still 0-0. We head to 4. And we're back here. Justin Howard in the top of the order, due up for the Vikings. It'll go Howard, Dienhart, and Coleman to get things started for the Vikings. Retired in order the first time through by Cooper Scholes in just 26 pitches. So Annalie's going to be looking for their ace to go the distance today. Scholes looks in, glove nestled against his knee. The pitch. That's up high on the fastball to Howard. Howard, good speed. If he puts one in the outfield, he is definitely a threat to steal. Quite a bit of chirping coming from the Annalee dugout, and as a result, he'll call time. 1-0 here. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's lined. Played on a hop by the second baseman. Throw to first. Got him. Rinker makes the play there on the hop. Ryder Dienhart comes up. Looking at the Annalee defense from right to left, it's Bush, Rinker, Johnston, and O'Brien in the infield. And it is left to right in the outfield, Quantenance, Thomas, and Heath. Behind the plate is Ibsen. On the mound is Schultz. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled off. Dienhart trying to get anything going for the Vikings. No base runners as of yet for the Vikings. Nothing here in the top of inning number 4. Coleman waits on deck for Montgomery. Scholes delivers. Breaking ball with a lot of curve on it. Starts on the outside part of the zone, curves in, but just misses on the inside half of the plate. 1-1. Looking in. Leg kick, fires in the dirt. 2-1. Dienhart just trying to get anything going for Montgomery right now. Monty, they have the fans behind them. They have painted this part of the grandstand red, and the other part is a mix of colors, but mostly blue for Annalee. But, you know, a lot of people would think Healdsburg more is easier for West County people to get here. Nope, not at all. Montgomery has brought a big student section and a big fan section at that. Dienhart, grounder to third. Play made by O'Brien. Throw on to first. In time. Annalee's infield has just been an iron curtain. As now Thomas Coleman comes to the plate. 2 outs for the Vikings. Still nothing. They're trying to get anything going so far. With the DH Quam on deck. Base hit up the middle, kicks off the pitcher's glove. Play made by the second baseman Rinker. Oh my goodness. It looked like a base hit up the middle, but a great play made by the pitcher to deflect it to Rinker, who makes the play there, and the Vikings are retired in order yet again. So we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Still nothing here at Rec Park. Hunter Thomas coming up to lead things off for the Tigers in inning number 4. Bottom of the 4th here. Still nothing. Not much of anything going for Annalee. Coming into this game, Thomas reached on a fielder's choice in the first, but coming into this game, he held a 489 batting average with 3 homers, 32 RBIs, and 12 doubles. So he's well on his way. If Annalee does win today, he's well on his way to being the Nbl Redwood MVP. And heading into his senior year with a lot of momentum. Russell throws, and it's behind the head of Thomas. He was trying to locate a curveball or a slider on the inside part of the zone, but just kind of let it get away from him. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's lined on a hop. Play is going to be made by the shortstop, and Thomas is retired. So now Wes Bush comes to the plate. Lanky, tall power hitter. Bush has been solid for this Tigers team this year. More than solid. 342, 5 doubles, 21 RBIs. He takes strike 1. Just doing a little bit of window shopping right now, trying to see if he can piece up something. Here's a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Got to give it to Russell and Scholes for both Monty and Annalee. They have pitched incredible games so far. Scholes perfect through 4, and Russell nearly perfect through 3.5. Here's the pitch. One's in there for a called strike. 1-2. Short porch in left field is 284. Russell, the windup. That one is popped up into shallow center. Move in, the right fielder makes the catch. Lopez, a little bit of communication error, but it does not affect the Vikings as Lopez makes a great catch. Now it is going to be the 5-hole. It's going to be Rinker. He's someone that having him in the 5-hole is a little interesting. 15 stolen bases on the year, really good batting average of 270. Got good power. Solid power alley guy, and getting him on can really influence the back half of your lineup. 0-1 pitch coming, hit on the ground, a chopper. Deanhart, throw on to first is in time, and Montgomery retires the Tigers in order. 0-0 as we head to inning number 5. We've got a game, folks. Do not go away. We'll step aside. We're back here, and it's going to be Hayden Quam leading things off for the Vikings. The big man wearing number 42 gets a big cheer from the Viking faithful. Grounded out to second back in the second inning. Top of the fifth here. Still 0-0. Montgomery facing off against Annalee. Annalee 3 hits. No runs, no errors. Montgomery, no runs, no hits, no errors. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Rinker charges. He throws on the way, and it's there in time. One down. That is now the fifth play that Rinker has fielded. Fifth ground ball he's fielded and thrown on to first. And the sun is now setting, so it's coming in just shaded to the left of the left field foul pole. And that could really affect some left-handed hitters. And it's doing it right now as we have a left-handed hitter at the plate. He shows bunt, ball one. It's going to be Walker for Montgomery. Scholes. Looking. Pitch. Hit. Deep. Left fielder over on it. And he makes the catch. Quantenna is there. So now Chase Russell comes to the plate. Pitcher for the Vikings. And solid at that. He has been through 4. Not a lot of single run. Only allowed 3 hits. Been great on the mound for the Vikings. Scholes awaits into his windup. Swing and a drive down the line. Foul. That was a little bit scary for Scholes as that one gets into the corner there. There may not be a way of digging it out. That could be a double, maybe a triple. But we'll see. Russell awaits. The pitch. He pops this one up. Foul territory. Bush over on it, and it's going to go out of play. 0-2 now. Russell has been on it so far. 0-2, 2 outs now. Here in the top half of inning number 5. The pitch. Inside, struck him out. The umpire calls him the strikeout, exchanges some words. Russell not happy. Montgomery fans not happy either. Annalee fans a little bit flabbergasted there. But nevertheless, called a strikeout. So we will head to the bottom of the 5th as Chase Russell heads back out for his 5th inning of work. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th inning. Now Annalee Now have Wyatt O'Brien come to the plate, the 5-hole hitter for the Tigers. Got a perfect game watch, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to give it the old broadcaster's jinx, but Cooper Scholl's currently perfect through 5 innings. And if Annalee can get a run on the board here, and he cruises 2 more innings, we could have history here at Rec Park like there hasn't already been so much history here. If these walls could talk. Here's the pitch. O'Brien swinging a drive. That thing's deep. They'll look up and watch. It is gone on University Street. O'Brien leaves the yard. Annalee breaks the deadlock. A beautiful swing, a beautiful drive, and one put in someone's front yard on University Street. O'Brien. Wyatt O'Brien mobbed by his Tigers at home. The stadium goes silent as Annalee breaks the deadlock on a ball that was crushed about 330 feet to left field. The 3rd home run hit onto University Street tonight. And here we go. Bunt, showing bunt is going to be Heath. So Wyatt O'Brien comes in insanely clutch for Annalee. 1-0. Now Heath at the plate. The 0-1. Russell delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Swinging. Strike 1. Chase Russell. Ready. Fires outside. 1-2. One, two, no outs. Russell delivers, striding up high. 2-2. Annalee looking to win league. They're up 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Russell bounces back with a strikeout. His 3rd of the game. And now Connor Ibsen comes to the plate, the catcher. 1-0, Annalee lead. Pitch to Ibsen. Swing and a drive. That's going to go. Actually, it's more of a pop-up into shallow left field. In and making the catch for Montgomery as Robinson. And now Navarro comes to the plate. So Annalee leads 1-0, 1 run and 4 hits for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs. Navarro at the plate. Russell deals, foul ball. That might stay fair, and it's going to get down the right field line. Into first on the single is Navarro. And he's 2 for 2 after the single back in the 3rd. Annalee starting to break through. They're chipping away at the momentum here. Up 1-0. Runner at first. Russell fires up high. 1-0. If the Tigers are able to win this, they would eliminate Montgomery from not only the league, but playoffs. The Viking season lies in the hands of their team tonight. These seniors, if they want to keep going, they have to come through tonight. 2-0, 2 outs. Pick over to first is not in time. Hitters count here to Johnston. He leaves that ball out. 3-0 now. Montgomery, no one warming up for them in the bullpen just yet. Three-0 now. Runner on first. Playing a little bit of mind games. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike. 3-1 now. Buffet count to Johnston. Thanks for joining us here at Rec Park. It's a beautiful night in Healdsburg. Sun's finally setting over the coastal mountains. And a strike two fired in there from Russell. So payoff pitch with 2 outs coming to Johnston. Navarro leads away at first. He'll go on the windup. He does. Pitch out. And that puts runners on first and second. Johnston walks. So now runners on first and second here, and time called by Annalee's head coach. Talk it over with Quantanis. Approaching 1 hour here in the game, and I mean, this has been as quick of a game as anything. First 4 innings were finished in 43 minutes to be exact. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle to Quantanis. Coming into the game, he was batting .309 with a triple, 2 doubles, and 16 RBIs. So you want this guy here with runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing, a high chopper down the left field line and foul. Hunter Thomas awaits on deck. He'd love for himself to get an at-bat here with the bases loaded. 0-2 though, Chase looking to get Monty out of this. Russell has been solid all night, only giving up the 1 home run. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's popped up. Foul territory. Over on it is the first baseman, Coleman. He goes. He makes a diving catch. A nice catch made by Coleman. Thomas Coleman to get Monty out of the inning. But Annalee does the damage. They needed 1-0. Tigers lead. Top of the 6th inning here. Nate Robinson leads things off for Montgomery. The question now becomes 6 outs away. Will Cooper Scholes hang on to his bid for history? He's got his athletic director and NBL commissioner, Jim Elwood, watching on from the sidelines. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss to Robinson. Actually, he foul-tipped that one. Robinson, Pedroza, and Lepez due up here. Scholes, 0-1, delivers. Doesn't get the call on the outside part of the plate. Locates it just outside of the zone. The Viking faithful here in the Red Sea has been established in Healdsburg. The 1-1. Swing and a foul ball. Vikings are going to need to get something started quickly. The hopes for their season lay in this game. They are 12-13, and due to playoff rules, if they lose one more, they are eliminated. The margin is 13 wins, and right now they need a win. There's a chopper from Robinson. Rinker charges, he throws, 5 outs left. That is his sixth fielded ball thrown onto first for an out. The Tigers and their faithful from West County looking to do something big here, hoping Schultz can pull through. Pedroza at the plate now for Montgomery. He flew out to right field. A nice opposite piece of hitting for him. Opposite field piece of hitting. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Folds him on the breaking ball. 0-1. Here we go. Scholes, the 0-1. The pitch. Ball outside. The 1-1, 1 out. The pitch, swing, and that is fouled off. 1-2. Scholes at the belt, the pitch fouled off. Pedroza just a little late on the last few. If he can line one into the outfield and have it get down for extra bases, Montgomery would be in business. 1-0 Annalee lead here in the top of the 6th. Breaking ball, struck him out. Got him looking. Scholes cruising. His 3rd strikeout of the day. And now it is Lepez coming to the plate. Actually, nope, there's going to be a pinch hitter. New batter coming to the plate for Montgomery. Is going to be Benny Olivares. Olivares will look to come through when his Vikings need it most. 2 outs. Scholes, the pitch. Swing. High chopper. Shortstop makes the play. Throw on to first. In time. Scholes perfect through 6. We're going to stay right here. Cooper Scholes is perfect through 6. We'll step aside in a second. Coming back. And we're back, bottom of inning number 6. Hunter Thomas leads things off for the Vikings, who are just 3 outs away from winning the Nbl Redwood and getting a big win heading into playoffs. They are 3 outs away also from a perfect game for Cooper Scholes. Here comes the pitch. And a strike. Great job, you gotta say. Chase Russell, excuse me, for Montgomery has done a great job. 1-0, Annalee leads. He's into his 6th inning of work, and he drops a breaking ball right past the bat of Thomas. 2 strikes, 0-2 now the count to Hunter Thomas. The pitch, swing, turns on it, hits it down the line, but foul. It'll be Thomas, Bush, and Rinker, the power alley for the Tigers, as they look to extend their lead, give their starter, their ace, some insurance runs and some comfortability. The pitch, outside, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way, the pitch. Drops it in there, umpire takes some time to think about it, but gives him the call. Hunter Thomas goes down looking as Russell continuing his stellar day on the mound. 1-0 here, bottom of inning number 6. Tigers gonna have Wes Bush come to the plate. The pitch, hit on the ground, foul. Great play made by the Annalee head coach. Tries to throw it back to the pitcher. It's a little late. Matt Steffens down the line for the Annalee Tigers. Bush takes a ball outside and in the dirt. Bush, tall righty, facing off against Russell, also a righty. 1-1, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th. Annalee leads 1-0. Inside, nearly hits him. He gets out of the way, 2-1. Nobody warming up for either team. Annalee, something to mention, 3 outs away from a complete game. No hitter. Here's the pitch. Up high. It would be a perfect game. Perfect game. 3-1 now the count to Bush. And then it's Rinker and then O'Brien, the man who had the home run for Annalee. Here's the pitch. Bush pops it up. Shallow center field. It's a foot race to see who gets it, and it drops. Miscommunication between the second baseman, shortstop, and center fielder, and Bush reaches on a base hit. One of those very beautifully put, almost jump shot-esque base hits that are blooped right between 2 defenders, or that time at least a triangle of defenders for Wes Bush. He leads away. It's a short one, about 6 feet from first base. Coleman keeping him close. The pitch, and that one is low and in the dirt. 1-0. Rinker at the plate. Tony Rinker came into this game hitting .321. He pops this one up. Center fielder over on it. He'll make the catch. 2 down.
Number 25, Wyatt O'Brien.
So now Wyatt O'Brien steps up. A lot of power here. Wonder if the Vikings will look to walk him intentionally. Nope, they will face him. O'Brien powered one 330 feet onto University Street, and he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Little breaking ball action there on a great pitch from Chase Russell. Cooper Scholes Can't even imagine what he's feeling. He's getting ready. The lefty getting ready to go back out there and close things out for possibly a perfect game. The pitch, swing and a miss. O'Brien out in front. 0-2. 2 outs. Perfect game watch here on Hugo Sports 360. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking. Russell retires the side. And the Vikings are going back to the dugout. But the big show is Cooper Scholes coming back out to the mound. He is 3 outs away from a league championship up and a perfect game. Stay with us here. And we're back here. Cooper Scholes goes into his 7th inning of work. The current score line is Annalee 1, Montgomery 0, but looking at the hits, it is Annalee 6 compared to Montgomery 0. Base runners, Montgomery 0. Perfect game watch for Cooper Scholes and the Tigers. The Vikings and Justin Howard, the top of the order, due up, trying to spoil the party and keep their season alive. Scholes' first offering is a fastball, strike 1. The nerves are high here. Coach Matt Steffens watching on as his senior left-hander looks in. 0-1 to Howard here. The pitch, breaking ball, just high. 1-1. Game time currently 1 hour and 13 minutes. Pretty quick baseball game. One, no outs. The pitch in the dirt. 2-1. These are the moments in baseball where you might get a chance at history, whether you like it or not. 2-1, no outs. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. 2-2. 3 outs away from a no-hitter. Perfect game. 2-2. Here in the top of the 7th. Scholes delivers. Swing, fouled off. Bush chases, but it'll go out of play. Montgomery fans pulling for their kids to pull through and keep the season going. Here's the pitch in the dirt, 3-2. So a walk would end the chance at a perfect game but it would still keep the hopes alive at a no-hitter. Here we go. Scholes, the pitch, swing, hit on the ground. Shortstop makes the play, throw on to first, in the dirt, and it's over the head of Bush. Howard on. And now it's going to matter how the scorekeepers score it. That breaks up the perfect game. But let's see if the box score says error or if the box score says base hit. No official score has been given yet, and it's been an error. It is an error, so the no-hitter stays alive. So no more perfect game chance, but a no-hitter is still possible for Scholes. Runner on first after the error by the shortstop. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Montgomery looking to rally and tie this game. Dienhart at the plate. Scholes checks the runner. He will pick over. Howard stays at first. He would get the weed going. That is something he's ready to do. A lot of stolen bases for him this year. 1-0 Annalee lead here in the top of inning number 7. Hit on the ground. Fielded by the shortstop. On to second. That's one. Throw to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. No hitter still alive. So they get Howard out, but Dienhart does advance. Thomas Coleman comes to the plate. Checks down with his head coach. Scholes trying to hold it for history here. The pitch in there, ball one. Trying to hold it. A hold would be history. Runner on first. Coleman at the plate. Check back. No dice. Runner at first here. 1-0. Annalee leads. No hitter still possible. Scholes into his windup. Checks. Pitch in there at the top of the zone. Doesn't get the call. Here we go. Scholes checks on the runner. The pitch hit on the ground and a play made by Dinker. He throws to first. It's there. Rinker makes the play to save the no-hitter. 2 down. They are 1 out away. Hayden Quam, if he deposits one onto University Street, time called by the Montgomery coach. If he deposits one on University Street, Montgomery takes the lead and possibly saves their season. But Scholes, 1 out away from history, a no-hitter, and it would send Monty away from any playoff hopes. 2 outs here. Top of inning number 7. 1-0. Annalee leads. Cooper Scholes. 3 strikes from history. Hayden Quam has a qualm with that. He's trying to break that up. Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle. Play made by Scholes. Throw to first. History! A no-hitter here in Healdsburg. Cooper Scholes throws a no-hitter. And Annalee are your Nbl Redwood champions. Cooper Scholes, my goodness, no-hitter magic for the history books. And for the Tigers, Annalie wins. The final score, 1-0. And the final stat line, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. No runs, no hits, no errors for Montgomery. And the Tigers are the no-hitter heroes. Cooper Scholes, his final stat line, 7 innings, no runs, no hits, 3 strikeouts. History for the senior. The Tigers heading to playoff contention next week. Thanks for joining me. I've been Hugo Traverso. Adios.